Upload. Optimize. Repeat. Yeah, no. No. Tried to play nice, tried to fit the mold. Same safe sound, same story told. Watch the numbers, watch them stall. Like I'm talking, but it don't hear me at all. Change the tone, change the lane. Same damn game, different name. Every step feels predefined. Like I gotta fake it just to climb. Post at the right time, say the right things, but none of that feels like me. Algorithm don't know me, don't see what I see. Try to box me in, but I don't fit clean. Some days dark, some days light, some nights it's loud, some nights quiet. If I lose it all, just being me, then that's alright. Let it be. One day rock, next day rap, next day something they don't have. Call it messy, call it wrong, still feels better than being long. Tried to chase it, lost my head, turned my thoughts into what they said. Now I'm stepping off that line, taking back what used to be mine. Views go up, views go down, still the same when no one's around. Algorithm don't know me, don't see what I see. Try to box me in, but I don't fit clean. Some days dark, some days light, some nights it's loud, some nights quiet. If I lose it all, just being me, then that's alright. Let it be. I made this cause I wanted to, cause I thought it would work. If that's wrong, then maybe I don't care. Algorithm don't know me, never really did. I'm done playing safe, just to feel like this. If it grows, cool. If it don't, fine. At least I know this one's mine.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at. It's your old pal Grumps. Yeah, I just felt like doing like a little yapping stream, and since I recently started watching anime again, well, I thought I'd just play, my comfy game, which is Restore Your Island, which is a nice chill game where I can actually yap and pay attention to chat and do what I want. Which is kind of what the whole opening song is about. I like that song a lot because it kind of points to how my content is. It's kind of like more along the lines what was I doing? I always come back to this game going, what was I doing? I don't remember what I was doing, but we're going to do it anyways, so I think I'm going to start over here. Anyway, where the hell did that come from? Excuse me. Yeah, my bag's full. But yeah, recently I started watching anime again. And it's like yesterday I mean there's certain animes I actually really enjoy watching, and that being like reincarnated as a slime, and I got caught up on that yesterday. And I figured, hey, I really miss watching it. And it's some people find it weird, like a 57-year-old man likes watching anime. I'm like, dude, you don't understand. Anime is not really new. It's kind of like what, people don't really get is that anime is not a new thing. I mean, it's been around. I think like anime really began in the late 1940s, early 1950s. It was actually, I think it was actually in the 1940s before the war. Yeah, I should just go ahead and do this. And it was influenced by like Walt Disney and all that. And it's one of those things, it's like everybody thinks there is anytime someone discovers something on their own, it's like, oh, it's no one's ever seen it before. No, people have seen it, seen anything. It's been around for a while. And it's just the popularity of it, it's increased. I've always said like things like comic book movies. It's like, oh, no one's ever knew anything about comic books and that kind of stuff. But it goes back to the thing called pop culture, where something just becomes popular because in mainstream now, because it's become accepted. Can you move out of the way, dog, please? Thank you. Weirdo. And it's like and people are surprised, like, hey, no, people my age were aware of it. I mean, in high school, there was something called the anime club. And it was usually people who were picked on about watching anime. But we were aware of it. It's like the first anime I watched in the 70s was Speed Racer. And so sort of like, you're not telling me anything that I wasn't already aware of. It's not necessarily a new thing. It's like, oh, you don't understand Marvel movies. No, I understand Marvel movies. Okay? I've been a comic book fan, reader, enjoyer, all that, longer than probably most of you have been alive. Okay? It's like I've watched anime longer than probably majority of you. Now, I'm not saying like the whole time I watch anime. I was aware of it. It's just that some anime I just don't like. It's like Dragon Ball, Naruto, One Piece. No, I don't watch that stuff. It's not that I think it's god awful. It's more along the lines. I've always said it's just not for me. I mean, some people love it. I just don't particularly enjoy it. I've never liked Dragon Ball, Naruto. I watched a episode of it. I went, I'm good. But the anime I kind of watch. The reason why I like watching it is story progression. That's a big reason why I enjoy anime so much. That has really good character progression and story progression, because you get invested in these worlds, and You want to know what's going to happen next to these characters. Still nothing. And that's a sign of a good story. And I want to talk when the recent stream I did when I was talking about story, as comparison to like SOA and Eminence in the Shadow, is that a good story will have character progression where characters start at one point they're one way at one point, and by the end of the season, or in a lot of cases, the arc they're doing, they're a totally, not a totally different character, but a more developed character. Okay, that's the type of shows I get into. So shows like Ascension of a Bookworm, Reincarnation of a Slime, the Raven of the Inner Palace. I mean, some of these are very popular anime. Some are not, which, you know, fine. And there's like Raven of the Inner Palace. I think it's like what should have been anime of the year. But once again, these are very subjective. I know that. I think that's going to be something. And it's like a lot of anime I do enjoy, and sometimes I roll at people going, oh, they have slavery in it, oh, there was sexual assault in it. It's why do you have to go that route and all that stuff? I'm like, come on, it's a storytelling device. Just be, you know how many animes that you have all watched that really sit there and you tout and you, oh, this is wonderful, this is great, and it turns out to be just popular opinion. My personal favorite I like to point to, and I know I don't really want to get into like a whole debate about it, it's like My Hero Academia. Is it a good anime? Well, I watched the first season. I was like, it's okay. It's not really for me. I don't really fault anybody watching it or enjoying it. It's just like, I don't particularly enjoy it. It's not something I felt compelled to watch another season of. And there's some anime that I have watched I can only watch once. Most notable is like Made in Abyss. That is like so emotionally draining. You really got to prepare yourself to watch it. But I'm not into the whole, oh, that this anime is like the anime to watch type thing. I'm all for like, is that what you like to watch? Good, right? I don't. That's not to say that my taste has always been this way. I'm not one of those people. Okay. Do I like isekai? Yeah, I like isekai. I'm missing something here. I can't figure that out. No, there's far more to. It's like you don't like the same type of movies that you like when you were 4 years old. Not four, no. You don't like the same things when you were 10 and that you like when you're 20. That's kind of what I'm getting. And you kind of have to understand that your taste and understand that your taste is going to change as you get older. You know, my favorite. Hey, Lord Cat. My favorite anime is 86 or maybe Violet. Oh, I love Violet Evergarden. That's such a. I mean, Kyoto Animation produced a lot of wonderful animes. And when I say about anime, such not just the animation itself, but the stories are so amazing. Let's see something here. It's not over there. I think it's actually over here, probably. I guess. We'll deal with that later. Push the freaking creepy dolls back. God damn, I wish that thing just disappeared permanently. But okay, yeah, Violet Evergarden, Kyoto Animation is like people don't like what's that one called? I love Chinibio and other delusions. I find that thing freaking hilarious personally. And I know there's some people who don't like it. I'm like, oh, that's okay. I enjoy it. Now, and if you don't like it, that's fine. You're entitled to be wrong. Oh, it's like doing that. You're entitled to be wrong. But you like what you like. It's like anything else. You are entitled to like the things you want to like. Okay, you don't have to change your taste for anybody. Okay? Just because like your buddies or whatever don't like something doesn't mean that you can't like it. You know? It pertains to any kind of media. I know I need to watch out. Yeah. Love Chinibio and the reason why I like Love Chinibio and Other Delusions, when I first watched it, I was like questioning whether I'm going to enjoy it or not. Because the premise of it's kind of ridiculous, to be honest with you. And it made me laugh. I've always said if an anime can make me laugh, they got me. It's like, ooh, I got money. We got glass. Glass in there. And what we got here? In there. 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 On it. Put that back down. And that's why I watched it, and I enjoyed it immensely. I watched both seasons and both movies, and it's a complete story if you do that. It's like SAO. Okay, people rag on SAO, but if you watch the whole thing, all seasons, the movies, they all tie in together. And then you realize it's a very good story. Okay, people have problems with aspects of the story, and I'm kind of like going, get over yourselves. It's like, this is in the story, they did this in the anime, and this is not acceptable in today's state. Dude, get over it. Okay. All right. What's the other, like the big thing was like what was it, Goblin Slayer? The certain scenes in Goblin Slayer, it's like people were calling it like racist and all this stuff, the way the goblins looked and things like that. I'm like, okay, we're reaching for things just so you can take this moral high ground of things. It's like, why did it have this dark adventure anime have to have this element? It's like, come on. You said it right there. Dark adventure anime. Don't sit there and go like, oh, we're shocked that this dark adventure anime had this horrific thing in it. I was like, really? I was like, why did it have slavery in this medieval fantasy setting? I'm kind of like looking at you going, it's a medieval fantasy setting, and in medieval times there was slavery, and what does the characters do with that knowledge? Do they take advantage of these people that were slaves, or did they kind of not treat them like fucking slaves? You know? That's what irritates me when I see people take like a moral high ground type thing on when they're discussing anime or certain things that happen in anime. It's like, it's part of setting up the world. It's giving you an idea of the setting and the world building, and that you kind of need to know that this pertains to how people think in this world. This is necessary information. Do you have to approve of it? No, but you need to know about it. Okay. Rising of the Shield Hero. People had a problem like with the first episode because like a woman basically manipulates a man, stole everything from it, and showed him to be basically a bad person. And they couldn't accept the fact that this show was showing a woman as a bad person, and that the character, after this happened to him, was basically like going, oh, I'm going to be a dick to everybody. You know? And he had a certain amount of justification for that. And they didn't like the justification that the woman, because the woman treated him like, took advantage of him and of that. They had a problem with it. I'm like going, oh, like that doesn't happen in the real world. Okay, you gotta get out of your own little medieval fantasy world here. But it's, the thing is when anime does something different and people take this stance of, oh, that's not acceptable. To who? To you? Okay, that's fine. But understand, it's necessary to set the story that these elements had to be in there. It doesn't mean that you have to prove that this stuff happened. It's just, you gotta understand why it's there. It's a storytelling, world building type thing that you need to be made aware of. Not just, oh, it's like me and what being a PNG and how I feel about if I become a VTuber, what I kind of want to do as a VTuber, which is to stand out. What makes me different comparative to any other VTuber. So anime has to do the same thing, because you can get bundled up in tropes. You know, you can get trapped in like the isekai tropes or romantic comedy tropes and all that. It's like love, Chinibio, and other delusions could have been really easily trapped in your generic rom-com tropes in anime, and go into like the harem route and all that stuff. They didn't. I mean, they had a little like love triangle thing for like in the second season, but it wasn't like atypical of those settings, and I felt was handled very uniquely, and also very mature as far as storytelling. I'm not saying the characters were mature and acted well above their age. They did, but you know, it's more along the lines of that it was told realistically. Okay, very non-anime-ish type thing. The comedy was there, but also the underlining drama and the overall necessary seriousness that the situation demanded. They just didn't play it off for laughs, which was something they can easily avoid. Oh, I can pet Squeaker. Can you find me the key to that chest, please? That'd be nice. So that's the interesting thing. When you find like an anime that you think it's going to be one thing, like anything else, you think it's going to be one thing, it turns in it absurd. It goes beyond your expectations. That's like the best thing in the world. When you find something like that goes beyond your expectations, you feel like you know found something unique, which is may or may not be true, but to you it's true. Okay, found a lot of coconuts, some bananas, and that's something that's nice when whether it's be an anime or a comic book or a movie or TV show that you don't hear people talking about, and I don't know, I was petting him while he was peeing. That made me feel so good. It's like this game. I mean, I'm pretty much like consistently been streaming this game during the morning because it's chill and I can talk and I can pay attention to my chat at the same time. But you don't see a lot of people playing this game because it's not like, I don't know, some people don't really probably enjoy watching someone here pick up garbage on the beach with what's a coconut? For a stream, that's fine. I just like playing this game because it gives me the ability to pay attention to other things as compared when like I play another game which is action heavy, like your Mass Effect, your Star Wars game, and Cyberpunk, where I gotta pay attention to the game more than I pay attention to my chat. To me, this is like the perfect game that I can sit here and yap and still have fun playing the game. I really need to figure that one out. But that's kind of like the nice thing about anime. No one has seen everything. You have. I'm impressed. I mean, like, there's like My Hero Academia. I didn't like it. As well, it's not that I didn't like it. I was like, okay, it was good, but it's not something I'm going to be interested in continuing watching. It's not because I thought it was a really bad anime. It's like I don't, because there was a lot of hype around it, and I'm kind of took the stance of, okay, what's the big deal? Right? That's kind of how I looked at it. I was like, what's the big deal here? I don't understand what the big deal is. And it's like, it's just a superhero thing. Okay. Listen. Okay. Alright. What's this? That bin's full. That bin. No, yes, that bin's full too? Okay. How about... You need to go. Oh. Yeah, yeah, we're right there. And I mean, it's like the animes I like. Some people like, I don't understand why I like it. It's like, I think it's kind of fun. And that's the big thing here is for you to have fun watching this stuff. I mean, if you're entertained by it, there you go. I'm not gonna buy him. No, that's the thing. That's what people don't understand is like, oh, you don't like it, you don't like what I like, so your opinion is invalid. I make the joke of like, hey, if you don't like it, you're wrong. Okay, that's a joke. I get that people are not gonna like everything I like. There's a lot of people who hate Rising of the Shield Hero. There's a lot of people who hate Goblin Slayer and all that. Like, okay. But that's you. You just don't find those things entertaining. I do, and I'm fine with that. But there's people who take it way too far. It's sort of like with VTubing too. You know, but you can apply this to a lot of things. Where there's people who are going, oh, I don't like this because of this, that, and other thing. I don't understand how you can like it. I enjoy it. It's like, I don't understand how people could like Eminence in the Shadow. I think that's like one of the worst animes besides JoJo that was ever made. And there's people who absolutely love that show. I'm like, how? Hey, horse. I remember a lesser known the much when make characters become undead in the first. Never heard of it. I'll check it out just to understand what you're talking about. There's people. Okay, fine. I'll pet you. Okay, just so you. Why you're not gonna sit there and pee on it? Okay, now you're gonna scoot your butt across the freaking beach. Okay, but you have to do it right where I'm trying to do this. Okay. And I get it. And there's people have their personal favorites. Some people just love isekai all the time. That's all they watch is isekai. But fine. I mean, I'm not saying I don't. Okay. Let's pick that up. Let's go ahead and we need this. No. Fine. Yeah, these are going to be a little bit hard to get to. It's a shifter. Okay, that should do it. I think I can get everything else. What's that? Ah, let me do that. Yeah. All right. But I'm always been for whatever entertains you. That's good. That makes you, forget your problems for a while. Whatever. Good. Watch it. Because everybody needs to be able to relax for a little bit. Just to turn their minds off or whatever, take their minds off their current issues so they can refresh and be able to come back and with a relaxed mind, spirit, body, all that stuff, all that metaphysical stuff, and be able to come back and attack. Because you do need a break of the daily grind, the daily, oh, I gotta solve this, that, and other stuff, because you get stressed out and all that stuff. And you need to refresh the problem solving part of your mind. And that's what entertainment is supposed to be. Okay. I'm not one of those people who believe that entertainment should be a lecture to you about the world's ills. I'm not saying entertainment cannot have like issues in it talking about stuff, but first part of this is supposed to be entertaining. Okay. If it's not entertaining, you're basically going to a lecture. I've never found college lectures entertaining. I'm sorry. I mean, I've had some entertaining professors when I went to college. Let's go ahead and pick this up over here. But I've never heard anybody, hey, wait, what do you guys want to do tonight? Hey, there's this lecture that's going on. Let's go sit there for the next 2.5 hours and listen to this guy ramble on about the dark matter of the universe. Okay, I've never had a group of people who stand around going, hey, that sounds like a whole bunch of fun. Let's grab some beer and do that. You know? I was like, what's this? No, I don't think anybody's ever said that. Really, have a group of friends who go, hey, let's go all hang out this class we're not taking, listen to them ramble on. That's, once again, well, let's like not use this. I want to change my dog breed. I like it. That's like I said, entertainment is supposed to be entertainment. 1 second. I'm doing something that's bad for my health. Obviously, if you can hear it, I'm making a cigarette. So, I mean, let's think about the two anime I brought up at the beginning. Reincarnation of a Soul and Ascension of a Bookworm. Essentially, these are both isekais, but they're widely different isekais. Let's take Reincarnation of a Slime. Give me a second. We're going to just stand here for a minute. I'll get back to playing the game in a second. But I want to expand my thoughts. Okay. Also, I need to drink because I've been like, I gotta get in the habit, make sure I take plenty of fluids in. Reincarnation of Slime is basically an isekai. The premise is this guy dies and he's reincarnated as slime in a fantasy world, and he brings modern ideas to this fantasy world to also help, if you want to put in social terms, abolish prejudicial views of monsters, because he's now a slime, which means he's a monster. And by all these things he does and all these trials and tribulations, he helps people change how they look at monsters. Okay, that's in a nutshell. There's a lot more going on there, but in a nutshell, that's kind of what it is. He's an OP. Like, I'm watching season 4 right now. He's pretty much an OP character. He can do things far beyond than any other character with his status in that show. Okay. But there's comedy elements in there. There's political intrigue, economics, social. There's a lot of elements in that anime which I kind of gloss over because if you haven't seen it, go see it. Where as the story at the beginning of the story, a lot of world building happened while still focusing on character progression and how he's changing the world to basically he just wants to have everybody to have fun, okay, and to be left alone, but that doesn't happen. But how the things he does, how it impacts all these other characters, helps move his journey along from being just a little slime creature to this OP character. Now, Ascension of Bookworm is a completely different type of anime. We got a character that dies, and her whole thing, she just wants to read books. But because of her ailment of having too much mana and being resurrected in a world that doesn't have books, just like the character in Reincarnation in Slime, she brings modern ideas to a medieval fantasy world. And the adjustment there and her character being a certain way at the beginning, love of books, by the end of that first season, she still has that focus on books, but she understands the importance of family that she didn't really have before and didn't realize how much she missed that in her old life. That being said, oh, shut up, dog. I know you're gonna go pee. Give it a rest. You can understand the journey of that character. Now, these are two wildly different animes. You've got like basically a OP character. They are both dealing with similar themes: economic, modernization into a medieval world, social issues, social perceptions, and all that stuff. But how they address these are a lot different. There's some similarities, but they're different enough to make them each a very unique anime. Now, you can look at, to put this in a different term, outside of anime, that's for people who don't really watch anime. And if you don't watch anime, why are you here at streams ask me saying why I watch anime? But that's okay. It's like the difference between Star Wars and Star Trek. Two sci-fi shows, but they're different and the same at the same time. As Star Wars is more of a story about rebellion, overcoming quote unquote evil, all that. And Star Trek, which is more based on scientific, but also they both address social things, perceptions, and all that, but they handle them different. But there is certain elements that are the same. It's just they're done in unique ways to make them different. It's like what's that anime? No, I was thinking about watching this. Well, I was like, oh, I should. Besides Love, Genevia, and Other Delusions, I feel compelled to watch that again because I've seen it come up on my timeline on YouTube. But there's an anime I watch that not a lot of people like. Love Hema. Okay. You know, people hate that. I enjoy it. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. It was one of those animes that I first watched when I restarted watching anime. When I first started watching it, I was watching everything, because I kind of had to figure out what I like. And there was a period of time I was sitting there like, I hate anime. I don't want to watch anime. And I was like, okay, my son got into anime. And I was like, well, I'll start watching anime so we can have a conversation. Okay, I do a lot of things like that. Hey, my kid likes this. I'm gonna go watch this so I can have a conversation. My son started watching wrestling because I like wrestling. But it's all with being a parent. You start watching things because your kids do. So one, you're aware of what they're watching, and two, so you can keep communications open with your children, and that way you can talk about other things, and believe me, that took a while to learn and to figure out that, hey, I needed to do stuff like that. So I had to realize that, hey, it's not just about what interests me, but it's also what interested him. And that way I can keep on having conversations with him and show that I actually care about what he was interested in. And I did. Okay. I was interested in what he liked to watch and what he liked to listen to. I don't like everything he watches, just to be honest. Like Evangelion, I never understood that. I never understood the appeal of it, to be honest with you. I'm like, okay, robots fighting monsters. All right, I will go watch Godzilla. That's kind of how I looked at it. I was like, I just go watch Godzilla and Ultraman. Mm-hmm. But hey, to each their own. And that guy goes makes Sin Godzilla, Shin Ultraman, and all this stuff. I mean, I heard they're really good. I've never seen them personally. I heard they're really good. I mean, I'll eventually get around to watch them. But like I said, I haven't got around to it. And to be honest about it, as you get older and you doing things, whether it be streaming or working, having a job that requires you to work 14-hour days, and you come home and you're bone ass tired and you still gotta make your dinner and all that stuff, you kind of have to prioritize what your entertainment's going to be, to put it blunt. And you find yourself starting getting picky as far as, do I want to watch something I know that's going to entertain me, or do I take a risk on something I'm not 100% sure is going to entertain me? That's kind of where you get when you get like in a situation where you're working that much that you will have to decide, I'm not sure I'm going to like this, but I know I'm going to like this. So you usually go with, I'm going to watch what I know I'm going to like, because I just want to relax. I'm not here to experience the new wonderful world of whatever. Right? And that's kind of what happened to me. It's like everybody was talking about like Game of Thrones. Granted, at this particular point, I was so done watching TV, and you wouldn't believe, If it was a TV show that everybody's talking about, and they go, hey, do you like this show? I've never seen it. How can you not see it? I don't watch TV. People have a lot of problems with that, amazingly enough. Because I got very selective about what I wanted to watch. And at that time, I was watching a lot of anime and YouTube. You know, that's what I was like kind of into. What the hell is that? Okay, whatever. And it's, I'll be honest about, okay. I don't, when I was growing up, we really didn't talk about what we were into as far as like what we watch at home, that kind of stuff. No, it just wasn't a thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 2 more bins I can fill up. This one. I got any. Okay. Yeah. What's that? I like jalapeno. I mean, yeah, it's. You'd be surprised. It's like, you know, do I like school days? No. Okay. But I'll put it this way: I will watch school days before I watch JoJo. You can hate me for it as much as you want, but it's a simple fact. I will watch school days before I watch JoJo. That's how much I don't like JoJo. That's how bad I think JoJo is. And I know I make the joke, but it's half joke, half real. I don't like JoJo. I don't get all the hype around it. I really don't. I have tried to watch it, and I've heard people, oh, you gotta watch it in a certain order. I don't need to do fucking homework to watch a goddamn show. If you ask me to do homework to watch a show, well, you just automatically lost, okay? You know, I've had this discussion with comic book friends. Oh, you need to read this, this, and this before you can read this. I was like, I don't need to do fucking homework before I want to read a goddamn comic book. Okay? You know? It's like when I tell people to watch Star Wars, I tell them go watch Star Wars, The New Hope. Start there and just follow, just keep on going. How about the prequels? Trust me, you want to watch the sequels first. You know? Okay. Alright. Stop that. I don't want that. You go away. Nope, you bring that. Alright, thank you. No, not that. I want that. Alright. Put that down. Okay, put this. Alright. It's like, what's the other one? The disappearance of... I can't remember the name of the show. I know it's a disappearance of something. I watched it, and all of a sudden they said, oh, there's a certain order that you need to watch. I go, what? What do you mean there's a certain order I need to watch it in? Why? What's this? Huh? Huh, found iron. Okay. Hey. Okay, I watch shows as how they were released, because I think that's part of the experience, and quite frankly, the fun is these shows are released in a certain way, and I will kind of based on my watching viewing experience of these shows that way. Now, people are free to disagree with it, but I think it was done that way on purpose because no, that's how the originator or the creator of these shows wanted it to be done for a reason, to get to have this certain experience while watching these shows. Oh, I can't put that way. Yeah. Pick up the banana. And that's my kind of my point. It's like with people saying, "Oh, you don't like it because you didn't watch it in the order that you needed to watch it." I'm like, I'll watch how it was released. What the fuck are you talking about? Was there? I didn't know there was like a user guide to watch this anime. Because if that's the case, well, guess what? It's not the anime for me. It's Italian. Oh. And just don't make me work for it. Just here's a better idea. Let me enjoy it. You don't get the deep meaning behind this anime. It was like, what's that anime that everybody loved? It's total garbage, by the way. Yes, I did enjoy watching High School D. No, the one with like the demons in high school and all that. I've watched so many anime. I have forgotten so many titles. It's not even fun. I get to tell you that. And I will not apologize for not remembering titles to anime. I mean, I can go to like Crunchyroll and I dive and go through all the list of anime. Oh yeah, I'll watch that. Watch that. I even could go to Amazon and do that too. Believe it or not, I haven't watched any anime on Netflix. Huh, good time. Eat. Knock yourself up. Because I don't like how Netflix presents anime, to be honest with you. I also don't like how Disney does it either. You know? Okay. It's like anime movies. I think there's a lot. We did a watch along on my Discord server. And if you're not a member of my Discord server, I suggest joining, because we're going to do watch alongs on my Discord server monthly, where you will be in a watch along chat, and I will literally share my screen if you don't have access to the show to be able to watch along. And I don't talk when I'm showing something. I don't know if that's the correct way to do a quote unquote watch along, but that's the way I do it. I'm sorry. You want my commentary while we're watching something, you're not going to get it because I'm sitting there watching it. Or if you wanted to ask me questions while we're doing it, we can't do that. But it's free. You know, I'm not going to make anybody pay to do a watch along. It kind of tells you how my memberships are going to be, doesn't it? Is there going to be membership streams when I have memberships? No, there's not going to be membership streams. I hate to tell you that. I mean, I still got to figure out how to do emojis or whatever for membership and for Discord. I didn't think doing this would be so fucking complicated, to be honest with you. I still don't know what that is. What's that do? How do I put that? Okay. I want this out. And I just want to make sure my audience is happy. That's why. And the watch alongs is to give back to you. It's like next month I am feeling like doing like, hey, let's start watching a series. But I'm not 100% sure which series that I should do. Watch it, like Toradora. Love that anime. I think it's fucking hilarious. Okay, but the story's really, really good. You know, Taiga. I love Taiga. She is funny. Okay, and I think that's like Taiga was like the first time I ever heard the word heard the word lolly. I'm like, what the fuck is a lolly? Or you're a lolicon. Why? Because you like Taiga. I think she's funny. I think she's a good character. Oh, but she's a young child. She looks like she's 6. Okay, according to the story, she's in high school. What the fuck are you talking about? You're weird. Actually, when people say that stuff to me, I think they're the ones that are weird. They're trying to say I'm weird. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I think you read way too much into this, to be honest with you. Okay. Why is that sand smoking like that? Right. But like I said, I just do I get all this garbage out here? Yeah, I think so. It's like I said, it's just, and that's the interesting about starting to watch anime. And like, I'd never really been part of the anime community, as far as like watching any tubers as they're called. I mean, I have watched Mother's Basement. I know. Was like Glass Reflections, who I do feel has some legitimate takes, especially when he talks about story. Okay, I don't agree with everything he says. I don't agree with every review he has done. But I respect his opinion. Okay. Okay, back up. All right. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Okay. That's full. That's full. Okay. Yeah, that's full. That one's full. That one's. That. Okay, they're all full. All right. Let me do that. Yep, that's what I want. What happened to my... I can't... What happened to my controls here? No. Okay. Right trigger. Don't know what's going on here. Just... I can't move. Why can't I move? What the hell's going on? Alright, that's that. I can't I do anything in the game? You're annoying me. Alright, oh, that seems to be the game glitch. Okay, I'm gonna have to exit, come back. Let's do that, see what happens. What was I talking about? Game threw me off when all of a sudden I couldn't do anything. God, that's loud. Oh, this is made with Unreal Engine. I didn't know that. The graphics is kind of good. All right, we're back. Okay, let's see. Okay, I can move again. All right, let's go ahead and sell this stuff. Ooh, we got that. Oh, we can upgrade the vacuum cleaner. Don't want to do that. Alright, and let's do that while we're here, and I guess we'll do that. Use the vacuum cleaner. Okay. Sure. Okay. And it wasn't raining before. And grab the dog. Let's grab the dog. Yeah. You need a bath so bad. Why can't we get a doggy bath for this dog? Just seriously. Let's put this down. So, there, yep, we got. Actually, that should be the right one. All right. Let's put that up and put that way. Okay, there we go. We have a vacuum cleaner. Let's see how well that works. Excuse me. You gotta don't stay hydrated, you know. The only kidney stones at my age. By the way, yeah, they fucking hurt a lot. Just saying. Trust me, they hurt a lot. Okay, let's we got a vacuum cleaner. Let's see what that does. All right. Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is really nice. Oh yeah, I like this. Okay, that's all right, and let's switch that to what's I don't know what that does. But and okay, I don't know what I was talking about. Listen, when I first started watching anime, I watched everything. Let's do this. Let's this one. Okay, and I'm gonna put nope. Right, that is plastic. Okay. That's apple cores, and that's it doesn't use as much energy. Make something bad for me. Sorry, I got a little distracted by this new thing in the game. Dog yapping is back. And making a cigarette. I get distracted a lot. It is what it is. Yeah, don't put anything in the comments about me making cigarettes. With tobacco. You won't believe how much money I saved. Saving about like $150 a month. To be honest with you. A little bit of investment. Hey, look at this thing go. Oh, God damn. No. That's kind of impressive. It's like when I first, like I said, when I first started watching anime again, and this is when did I start? Like, it's about the time anime started getting recognized as like a Jesus. Yep. Okay, hold on. Yep. 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 That's right. Fucking. There we go. Okay, they're all on. Wait. Let's go back over here. Let's see. How am I doing this? All right. There we are. Yeah, we're doing good now. But Rails Energy. Yeah, I'll watch anything. Ecchi, Isekai, harem, comedies. I tried a few sports. I think I tried a magical girl once, and I went, no. And I tried to, like, I mean, for a while there, yeah, if it was popular, I was watching it. Because, you know, that's what you do when you first start watching anime. Oh, this is the popular anime. You need to watch this out. And thank God that I just didn't do that. I kind of went exploring just to see what else is out there, where perked my interest. And yeah, I mean, way back when, we're talking almost, oh, jeez, almost 20 years ago. And so, like, certain things have changed in 20 years that with me, the things that perked my interest, you know, etchy, okay, and that kind of stuff, as comparative to now. And where that's when, like, oh, there's big titty girls in there, yeah, I'll watch it. Just saying. That's why I don't really, like, go, oh, you don't have this Puritan attitude of, you shouldn't be watching that. I don't think I did. I can't tell you not to watch it if I did. How dare you enjoy watching sexualized characters? I can't do that. As that would be so fucking hypocritical. I'm just saying, it'd be really fucking hypocritical. You know, that's why I say, watch what you want to watch, enjoy what you want to enjoy. And because I did, and I understand that my tastes have changed greatly over the years, where it would be like really hypocritical of me to say anything along the lines of, hey, don't watch any of this stuff because, oh, it's dog. Okay, here. Thank you. You were smart for a long time, but you become incredibly stupid. You have a right to enjoy the stuff you enjoy. No, I am not going out in that stuff. I'm gonna just go to sleep. Can we get away from the rain, please? Thank you. It just, the rain noise in my ear is so irritated to me. Just saying. What was I saying? It's yeah, but as I got older, and certain things have changed, your taste in the stuff changed too. You know. I think that's only natural because, like I said, I don't. If you still like the things that you like, what you still like watching the things you like to watch when you're 10 years from the time you were 10 years old and you're 20. I'm not saying that's not possible, but if that's all you watch, yeah. Maybe you should like that's not a big deal. Maybe you should broaden your horizons just a little bit, just saying, you know. Can't vacuum the dog. Can't vacuum. Okay, I can't vacuum the dog. Okay, that's it. Fuck it. Yeah. You know, that's kind of what I'm saying. Is that it's like when, for a long time, I wouldn't read books. Okay. And it was mostly because my parents want me to read what they want me to read. I'm like, no. Why? I don't like the stuff you like. You know? That's why. Just saying. Don't like the stuff you like. I'm not interested in reading popular mechanics or anything like that. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just that it doesn't interest me. Yeah, I've said this before. My parents didn't really care about what I was interested in. They only care about. What's that do? Oh, it just sucks up everything. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. I should just been using this. Damn. I just cleaned everything up. Shit. But once you find, you find that what you're interested in changes over the years. Oh, my energy's gone. Okay. Let's go back to vacuuming. Oh, I can't pick up stuff. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let's change things here. Let's get it. Let's go sell this stuff. It's not right. Just shoot. Stop it. Okay. Just leave it on that. God damn, that's real good. Do I have to be close to the garbage can to launch that stuff there? I'll figure it out. Second. Yeah, I'm fine. Let's increase bin capacity. That worked. Let's increase faster. Okay, that's not max. Okay. Stretch, excuse me. Huh? Let's. Do we have any more trees to get healthy here? Just quickly, because we gotta get some more food and all that. So, like, when I first started watching anime, like I said, I was watching everything, just to kind of figure out how much has changed from when I was watching it. I mean, Speed Racer, Battle of the Planets, that kind of stuff. I mean, the Japanese media I grew up on was presented in a much different way than it's currently. Right? It was more along the lines of trying to Americanize Japanese culture to Americans, which I could bring up the whole Pokemon jelly donut thing if I really wanted to, or how, regardless how you feel about localizers putting social issues into issues that don't. Oh, right, that's sweet. I'm glad you're happy. Back is full. All right, let's go see if there's any trees I need to get. I think all these are taken care of. I don't see any dead trees around here. Hold on. No, that's good. Or as like today's thing. The problem I have, the reason why majority of the time I watch anime in sub form is because hopefully you get a translator who's not going to try to rewrite the story and respect the source material, because I find that incredibly insulting that you don't want to respect the person who actually created the work that you are supposed to be respectful towards. And when I learned that a lot of localizers really don't respect anime culture or Japanese culture, they have issues with it. I'm like going, why are you even fucking doing it? Star Blasters? Star Blasters. Star Blasters. No. I don't know it. All right. I may have watched it and just forgotten, to be honest about it. Jesus Christ, this goddamn chest. Let's get we're gonna get the beach cleaned up first before we worry about this chest. Let's go ahead and get this cleaned up. I really don't know if that does anything. Oh, good. Okay. Can I go to the top of the hill? I wonder. Is that possible? Yeah, no, I guess not. We're gonna try. I think. Oh no, there's some more over here. Interesting. Okay. But there's a few more. Okay. But what I learned that localizers, translators, voice actors, people who take these entertainment media and kind of behave like they had a right to change things, to insert their message into a show from basically another country about which it's helped to promote, in my opinion, anime. One of the things you can do with anime is to promote understanding of the Japanese culture. I mean, there's people who have problems with anime about sexualization, always like high school and all this stuff. But if you understand Japanese, what's going on in Japan as far as like the birth rate, the fear of losing their identity, you begin to understand why they're like that. These shows are like that. And there's people who in the anime industry, in the Western side of things, that kind of, don't really respect Japanese at all, and choose not to help promote understanding between cultures. They're more along the lines, oh, they're all deviants and all this stuff, and they're all problematic. I find that word funny for one reason. Typically, the problematic people are the ones that are trying to get rid of the problematics. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. I don't know what that does. Anyway. Okay. That goes in there. That goes in there. That goes in there. All right. Back to this. Which I find disingenuous, because they call for understanding of all these issues, but when it comes to the culture that basically supplies their job for them, they have zero understanding of, and they choose to not try to understand that culture, which I find very disingenuous and very, quite frankly, hypocritical. You need to respect me, but I'm not going to respect your culture at all. Or the people who sit there, oh, we got to defend the Japanese from these people because they don't truly understand that they're being insulted. I'm like, did you ask them if they feel insulted? But they don't understand that they're being insulted. They don't understand why they should feel insulted. No, I'm pretty sure they will understand why. No, I don't think all Japanese people are fucking stupid. You know? That's supposed to be glass. Okay. That's supposed to... Oh, right. Okay. I fucking up, didn't I? Haven't I? Okay. And that's supposed to be food. Okay. I kind of screwed pooch on it. All right. Let's go right there. Here. This seems like a good spot. I like this thing a lot, by the way. It's making this so much faster, to be honest with you. Okay. Just, no, stop. All right. That's... good one's full, which is actually supposed to be that one, but we're not going to talk about that. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. Okay, let's go right through here. They did a really good job there. Look how fast we got that all clean. Wow. Okay. I don't really think it was going to be that. Let's finish doing this. Right. Right. So we're going to go ahead and just go down here to this pier, sell the garbage that we have, and come back and wipe out this beach here. Get this all clean. Dude, this one's really, really bad. It's the creepy fucking doll again. Can you just go away? Seriously. Excuse me. And they're going back to these people with not respecting the country that actually gives them a job. And that whole controversy came out. When did that come out? About the mid 2010s, where that all got revealed, and the smugness of it, which is what the real problem I have, is that, oh, you don't understand. Most people don't. Why are we looking at the fucking bird for? What do we do? Huh? What was that all about? That's just weird. Okay. Hey, puppy, do you know what that was about? Because I don't know what it's about. I really don't know what's about. Here, have a good time. Here. We should go over here and give this thing an epileptic seizure, because watch this. Watch this. This is kind of funny. I gotta admit, this is kind of funny. We're gonna pet Alfred. How you doing, Alfred? Oh, Alfred is apparently... and it dies. Just saying. It's all sorts of weird. Okay? I love this game. Let's just eat. And we'll worry about the rest of this in a minute. That makes me laugh every single damn time. Okay. Let's what happened to the seizure? It had a seizure. Okay. I know. Just totally fucking freaked out. I don't know why. All right. Okay. Here we are. This is a good spot. And we'll figure out where to go from here. No, I don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. And don't want that. All right. I want this. Okay. There we go. Hey. Be sure we get all this stuff. We're going to just walk along the water's edge here. All right. This is a good place. Why can't I pick it up? Okay. I don't think that's plastic. That's cans. That's plastic. Okay. I'm pretty sure I thought that was glass. Apparently, that's glass? I for sure that was glass. We've been doing this one's glass, so we're gonna do that. All right. And to tie it into like a current issue that I actually posted on Twitter earlier today. See if something fast. Oh, okay, cool. That I felt compelled to make a post about what happened with the off-Kai controversy. Because I did it from a perspective of a parent. Okay. Listen, I don't have anything against people who do OnlyFans. I don't. I mean, I get why they do it. I mean, I get it. I mean, I don't have any problems with that. It's their choice, you know? They don't need my approval. That's what they want to do. That's what they're going to do. At the end of the day, that's the truth. Nobody needs approval to do whatever they want with their own body. You know? Like I said, I don't have any problems with that. It's whatever they want to do. I mean, they accept the consequences of their actions. All right? Just like I accept the consequences. Oh, fuck. What does that do anyway? What did that do? Huh. Oh, what that did. Whatever. You know? Okay, that's what I want. Let's think. Oh, that's almost full. Organic. Okay. Right. Yeah, just sit in the middle of everything, don't you? All right. But what I saw what was happening is a lot of people were chiming in, and I'm like going, obviously you don't have fucking kids. I hate to tell you this, your idea of how kids behave, you're woefully uninformed. You know? Okay. Is that full? Okay, that's full. That's full. No, that's full. Okay. They're all full now. We need to go sell it. Hey, excuse me, going wrong. Coming through. And people have. Here's the thing. Okay, a lot of people have an idea of how things are in a certain situation. But reality typically is far from that. Okay? It is. Right? It's, oh, you'll be okay with this illness. You have no fucking clue. Just, that's the truth. You don't have a fucking clue. All right? You like to think you do, but you don't. That's, I mean, it's like, oh, this is the way children should be raised. What, you have kids? No. Then how do you know? Do you have any experience? And one, well, I babysit. There's those, okay, I hate to tell you, people who say that, those aren't your kids. You get to leave. Hold on. You know, that's the thing. If you're able to, like, oh, I'm a good parent because I'll watch someone else's kid. They're not your kids. You don't understand the weight of responsibility of having children that you are 100% responsible for legally until they're, well, quite frankly, taken away from you. I think that's supposed to be glass. Okay, what's that mirror? That is supposed to be big, I think. I don't remember anymore. I definitely remember that's supposed to be plastic. Okay, and we're just going to roll with it like this for right now. Right. Because sure, why not? Like this little bit over here. I got it all. Hey, our beach is getting pretty clean. Probably should walk back over to the house here in a minute. Yes, after we get this one all filled up. Let's see. Yeah. Uh-huh. Just like how you just trust. Okay. Stop that. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be glass. Okay. That's kind of just, I just want to check this all out, just to see how things look. See if I probably should have got fertilizer, because I could take care of these trees and all that. But hey, oh, okay. You know? But, like I said, they don't have no idea how to raise a kid. Okay, babysitting doesn't give you the necessary experience of raising a kid from day one. Okay? It just doesn't. You have no comprehension of watching a new life coming in the world. And the impact it has on you. Now, I'm not saying this is true for every single person, but not just say for, I would say 80% of someone who becomes a parent, the impact on them is immense. So, don't worry, I'll tie this back into anime here in a second. I need to grab something to drink real fast. Which is like right here next to me. I got things that taste of soda right here next to me. Coke Zero. More to the point, cherry Coke Zero. Because the things they said, if you're a parent, you kind of like part of you's laughing. He's like, "Do you really think that? Good luck." Oh, you could just put parental controls on your internet connection and all this, that, and other stuff. I'm like, you think that? Okay. You'll learn, you know? Kind of like shake your head at it and like going, you have no concept. And I mean, I don't mean that in like a really mean way. I mean that like you don't know. Okay? You all just need to think about what you all did to your parents. All right? And the whole idea, the whole parent curse thing, where it's like, I hope you have a kid just like you, comes true. Okay? Won't you let me through here? So, yeah, fine. Okay, yeah. Jesus. All right, I hear you. God damn it! Let me through. You're not gonna let me pet you? Oh, fine. Then shut up. Damn thing. Okay, I'll pet you. How's that? Okay, thank you. Can't get through here. Okay, there we go. But I guess the whole think about what you did to your parents. The things, it's like children are truthful. You full of shit. Children lie. I hate to tell you, they'll fucking lie. Did you do it? No. Then why is your face covered with chocolate ice cream? Oh, it just appeared. You know, it's that kind of shit, all right? In all actual, is it a big deal? No, but come on. Like I said, just remember everything you put your parents through. Fuck. Come here. Oh, they got stuff in them. Get back up here. There we go. All right, back over here. So, now that you remember everything you did to your parents, just realize your kids are going to do that to you. Okay? Just say. All right? And your parents are going to laugh so much. Like, you know, see how it fucking feels now? You know, just gonna see how it fucking feels now. Yeah, that was the son of a bitch. Why did you put up with it? Now I'm laughing because I was like, oh. It's the reality is you just do the best you can, right? I made humongous mistakes as a parent, humongous mistakes. Okay, unfortunately, my kids did pay for it. I hate to tell you, every parent does that. Because anybody says that they're a perfect parent, they're fucking lying to you. And one thing that I had to learn as a parent is how to communicate with my child. And the best way is to take interest in what their interests are, not what I'm interested in. Okay? I mean, yeah, I want them to be kind of interested in what I am, what I like. But that don't really work, to be honest with you, if you're not going to show interest in what they want to be interested in. All right. Oh, okay. We gotta go empty out the bins. That's the thing. That's what you gotta learn, what your kids are watching, what they're listening to, what they're seeing on the internet. You guys don't understand how dangerous the internet is to a parent. You could do everything you can. You could put monitoring software on your computer to kind of see what your child is looking at. You can put parental controls on a computer, on your Wi-Fi, on your modem, and realize you come home, your 11-year-old has hacked around it. And now you're sitting there going, what the fuck are they looking at? You know? You get your credit card bill, and all of a sudden you see these charges to Fansly. And you're sitting there going, what the fuck is Fansly? Because you're sitting there working all these hours to, keep a roof over their head, to buy them the stuff they want and need. And you're trying to do everything you possibly can to be a good parent. And they're being exposed to all this stuff, and you're not aware of it because you're doing it. You're like working like I was literally working 14-hour days. There was no way in hell I could be monitoring my kid and being like at home because I was a single dad and be able to see everything they were getting into. Sad. That's the truth. I just couldn't do it. Right, let's bring this over here now. Okay. Right. What? There. All right. I still think that's class. And you feel like you're at war, right? Because because the internet, I'm not just talking about adult content. There is some really disturbing fucking shit on the internet, as far as like if you're a parent, that you think you're aware of, but you have like no fucking clue. Some real illegal shit that your kids stumble across and they see. And you're like going, how do I fight this? I mean, I put all this software on there and you got around it, or I didn't take account for this type of content. And the software I put on there doesn't stop that content from showing up because whatever reason, And you're like, what can I do? That's the thing. You're sitting there asking yourself, what can I do? And people are blaming you. It's like, I gotta work. I gotta earn money to keep a roof over our heads and put food on the table. What? Am I like the constant, like, oh, I gotta go home now because my kid got out of school? And I have to monitor what they do? And earn enough money for all this? It's like unrealistic expectations. Okay? And like I said, I'm not just talking about adult content. No, it's just not about adult content. I mean, there's some parents who just don't want their kids to watch anime. I know, as ridiculous as that sounds, because they don't understand it. They think it's, dangerous or perverted or whatever any way you want to put it, and it's going to harm their kid. And things like what happens at Offkai don't help with that image. Okay? Because parents are sitting there like, sees all this stuff online about Fansly, and it's going to be out there on the main floor where minors can see it. They're going to take a stance of, no. You're not going to expose my children to that. And you can't argue with that. You can't. You can't argue with a parent going, no, you're not going to expose my child. Because who knows their children better? People who run Offkai, Vtubers, people who don't have children or realize that children have their own personalities, their own little, ticks, to put it nicely, and act like, oh, all children are the same. You're so fucking wrong. You have no goddamn clue if you're thinking that. You just don't. And sorry. Oh shit! I'm not buying what I want to buy. Okay, that's maxed out. All right. Up our energy. Okay, we got yeah, there's some trees over here that we can take care of real fast. No. Like I say, just don't have any idea. Excellent. Okay. So, and this misconception, all kids are the same. That's just a load of shit. All right. I read book on child rearing. Written by someone who probably never had a kid. Okay. I tell ya. All right. And they think all kids are the same. It's just... I know they say corporal punishment is wrong. I was spanked. I'll really admit that. I was spanked. Did I think it was wrong for me to be spanked? No. It gave me a understanding of what authority is. Sometimes authority, not sometimes, a lot of it is very uncompromising. Okay? There is like, no, oh, can we talk about this? No, we can't. It was wrong. Period. And you will be punished. I mean, I'm sure you've seen reports of like judges letting people who've done some heinous things walk. Some heinous things to children walk. And I'm not just talking about what you've seen in the UK. I'm talking about here in America. Well, you don't understand. They're from a different... I don't fucking care. Period. They harmed that fucking child is back. That fucking... Can I throw you in the fire? I really want to throw you in a fire. Yeah, just go away. Go away. We could just sit here and chill out the fire. Oh no, it's gone. Cool. And those were the people who were raised without corporal punishment. You know what corporal punishment, and I'm not saying, hey, beat the holy fuck out of you kids, but give them a healthy understanding. Sometimes there are very serious consequences to your actions. And if you don't install that into children, they're going to do shit. They're going to come across someone who's going to say, I don't give a flying fuck what you said. You're going to prison for a very long time. No, I don't need to understand. You broke the law. Period. Okay. The behavior of off-cop is the sentiment of, we're not responsible. Bullshit. Bullshit. You are. You're bringing certain content that is on the basis of the type of content that minors should not be exposed to. And you're putting it on the main floor where you're allowing minors to be unescorted through your venue at the age of 13. A chance to go interact with them. Supposedly they're going to have people to verify ages and all that, but no, I hate to tell you, a lot of fucking 13-year-olds are devious. Don't wait till someone's distracted and sneak in. How many people growing up sneaked into an R-rated movie? How many times did you just walk into an R-rated movie? Who stopped you? Nobody. Because typically, people who rip your ticket apart don't give a flying fuck which theater you went into. I guarantee you that's the same type of people who are going to be checking for age at these booths. They're volunteers. They're not going to be someone checking ideas. Oh, let me see your driver's license. I doubt that's fucking going to happen. Right? This is where, as a parent, you need to be aware of what your children are watching or seeing on the internet. You know what Fansly is. And when you say, oh, I want to go to this off-type convention, and you see Fansly, it's like, okay. And you see it's going to be on during the day on the main floor, on the main floor. You, as a parent, you're going to have to make a decision. No, you're not. Why? They're having this content there, which is not suitable for your age. That, regardless of how the child feels about it, that's a parent's decision to say, no, you're not. Then you go online, you see all these VTubers going, oh, no respect to sex workers. As a parent, I don't give a flying fuck. You're not going to expose that to my child. Period. I don't give a shit about your fucking opinion. You know? And that hurts the VTubing community. Okay, it isn't about sex workers. It's about exposing a minor child to an adult content, which, by society's standards, they're not saying that adult content shouldn't exist, but children should be protected from being exposed to it. I think that's what people are missing. And I think that's what people don't understand. I don't give a flying fuck if you do Fansly. I really don't care. It's not for me. You know? Go for it. I've never been one of those people, oh, new girl, yay. Yeah, boobs, crunch, and ass. Yay. No, it doesn't really do anything for me, to be honest with you. Not that I'm gay, it's just like, girls naked. Yippee. Ladies, I hate to tell you this. As a man, you reach a certain age, and it's like, I seen one naked woman. Guess what? I seen 1,000. It's not a big fucking deal anymore. You know, it isn't. I hate to tell you that. I don't give a shit what you insert. It's like, whatever. It's like, it's not a big fucking deal anymore. It isn't. Big boobs, small boobs, shaved, unshaved, whatever. Feet. I'm just like, it's not a big fucking deal anymore. If I want to see porn, I go watch porn. You know? And I won't go to fans. I'm not going to go pay $4.99 just to say, oh, she's naked. Woohoo! By the same turn, as a parent, you do not want your children to go to a fans league. I guarantee you, some child has stolen their parents' credit card and paid for a subscription to a Vtubers fans league. This is now on the Vtubers. And they got into a shit ton of trouble when that charge comes through. And parents have learned now to check their credit cards on their app on their phone to see what's being charged to their credit card. And they got alerts set up and say, hey, did you pay for this? And they go, Bobby, come here. We need to have a discussion. Okay? And all of a sudden, that parent's opinion on VTubers has greatly changed. Especially when you put it in with what Offkai has done. And they're like, no, you're done. You're not watching VTubers. Oh, but this VTuber doesn't do that. I don't give a fuck. You're not watching them. Ever. And I'm going to sit here and monitor every time you go to YouTube, Twitch, whatever. And I'm going to be sitting right behind you, watching what you're watching. Because you're not going to be exposed to that content anymore. And parents will do that. That's what these people are saying stuff for and against online don't understand. There are parents that will sit there and watch what their children are seeing online and go, no fucking way. This isn't a conservative thing. This is not a liberal thing. This is a parent thing. We used to have something like a screen like this. You know? All right. You know, it's like I said, parents think they're in a constant fight. I mean, then you got your children who get into anime, and if they go through this whole experience of VTubers and Fansly and Offkai, their idea of anime is going to be so tainted that they're going to stop their child from watching anime. They're going to do everything they possibly can, and it's a sad thing because the child is missing an opportunity to be exposed to a different culture's entertainment and trying to maybe be interested in a different culture. anime is a very good way to gain, for someone to start being interested into Japanese culture. Now, I'm not saying anime is a good way to learn about Japanese culture, but it's a good way to start someone being curious about it. I don't like working. No? Who does? Let's feed the dog. We haven't fed the dog. We're just going to roll with it. Okay. Feed the dog. There you go. Eat. So that's what my post is about. It's not. It's not. I'm against sex workers. I just don't fucking care. I know they're there. I know it's going to happen. I'm not going to sit there and take part of the argument about e-thoughts and all this stuff. It's like, we gotta stop it. You're not. It's just not gonna fucking happen. Don't kid yourself. They've been around since biblical times. Give it a rest. You know? In all reality, that's the truth. It's not going away. So maybe instead of sitting there, you're a creepy fuck. Instead of sitting there bashing your head against this stuff, to realize okay. Okay, where were you? Okay. So stop sitting there saying this is guy and all this is going in if it's been around since biblical time, because it's not going to end. There's never been a real successful way of stopping, well, no other way to put it, sex workers. It's going to happen. Okay, here's what you do. How do I prevent exposure to people who aren't really equipped to deal with it? Such as like minor children. And how to have these discussions with minor children. Okay. About these subjects and be open and honest about it and educate them. And what do you feel is appropriate age for your child to have these discussions? You know, that's your job as a parent. And like I said, don't make it the job harder on parents. Okay. And don't sit there and say, oh, we don't, that's all on the parent. No, if you're a producer, you make this content, you have a responsibility to, oh, okay. Sure. Okay. You have a responsibility too. Just don't sit there, oh, it's not my responsibility to prevent children from seeing this content. No, you help produce it, you help make it, so you have taken on the responsibility to help prevent children from seeing it. Because there's some animes out there that children just shouldn't see, not just because they're of sexual themes, but gore, hyper violence, certain adult themes. Adult themes means some like political, social commentary and all that. That just quite frankly is that some children aren't emotionally equipped to deal with. but they just need to be exposed to it so they learn how to address it. That's not that's not entertainment's job. That's the job of parents being able to talk to their children. All right? That's not anime's job. That's not a job of a convention. It's not a job of a VTuber either. Okay. Right. That's not your place to make that decision for a parent. Or put it bluntly, it's not your place to make that decision for a child that you're not responsible for. And you don't have the right to act like it is. Right? And to believe that you do, wait till you have a child and someone does it to you. You know? It's like the animes I talked about earlier. Which reincarnation of slime and ascension of a bookworm? Which one do you think would be better for a child to watch? Out of those two, ascension of a bookworm. What happens in that anime, I feel, is a lot more appropriate for children as compared to reincarnation of a slime. Okay. Huh? What do you got? Oh, thank you, puppy. You're a lovely dog. Come back here. Come back here. He pet you. Can't pet you. Ooh. Thank you for pointing out I missed that. Sorry. Oh, okay. Go. Something else in there? Mental? Mental? Mental. Okay. Alright. Let's go sell the stuff off. Creepy little fuck. I mean, it's like I wouldn't recommend children watch my streams. I think it'd be a big fucking mistake, to be honest with you. Okay. Just when I'm gone. Alright. Yeah, I don't recommend children watching my streams. I swear too much. I mean, the things I talked about and some of the jokes I made, I typically say, are not appropriate for children. In my opinion. You know? We're gonna run. Hey, look at that. We done a really good job. We got audience. But yeah, I mean, so the thing here to understand, to tie this all together, as much as people may disagree with this statement, but it's a true statement. Parents' opinions on things are based on how responsible the people who make this content are. Okay, when we're speaking of YouTuber, I think YouTubers, the most responsible YouTuber I think that is out there is Project Melody. She goes to sites that does everything they can to verify their age. She doesn't participate typically into things that maybe typically expose minor to her other jobs. Okay. Her other job. Right? I think it's fair to say that Project Melody acts as a responsible sex worker. Right? She's doing everything she can. Right? No. She's not sitting there saying, oh, it's just the parents have to do their, it's the parents' fault. And she understands she has a responsibility. Okay. And in turn, she is protecting the VTubing community from the stigma of it's all about sexualizing anything. Now, are VTubers who are being irresponsible? Yes. There are VTubers who are being irresponsible. Okay. And they need to start taking this stuff seriously. Because, God forbid, if, I hate to put it this way, if advertisers get involved, because, you know, that would be a very bad thing. Because advertisers may stop wanting to advertise with VTubers. Okay, they gotta take this shit seriously. And not just say, hey, I don't want anybody at this age to watch me. You guys do things to prevent that. Okay? And as much as people don't like the fact what Discord wanted to do with age verification, they had to do that because people of who make Discord servers don't do anything to prevent, you know, minor children being exposed to content that's not appropriate for them to see. So that I can understand. What I don't understand is when this stuff happens like that. People get upset about it because there was a solution. Okay. And no, the simplest solution is this. And I'm sure people don't want to hear it, but it is the simplest solution. Do not have not safe for work content on your Discord server that you're going to make available to minors. That is the simplest solution. On my Discord server, I've made it very clear, not safe for work content is not allowed on my Discord server. Because I'm very aware of how children behave. Children, I know exactly how they're going to behave. So I don't have any illusions. Okay? Just saying. You know, children will try to get away. No, children. A job of a child is to see how much they can get away with. Yeah, that's just be honest. That's part of what they do. All right. It's part of what they do to see how much they can get away with. Hey, big guy. All right, I'll pet that for you. Okay. Play dead. There you go. I got it all with again. Right. This really speeds shit up, by the way. Look at this. Wow. We really need to see them. Can we get you a bath? There you are. He's still dead. All right. Oh, let's bring trash cans over here. Phew. 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 Oh. You? Okay. Nope. He's comatose. That's one hell of a pet, apparently. Just knocks his ass out. But yeah, it's... Excuse me. Don't mean to cough in your ear. So, when you hear, like, parents talk about, like, things that you don't really see have a problem with, understand that something caused their perception of that to be that way. Now, it's not up to you to change their mind. But it is due to the fact of people being irresponsible to cause that to happen. That's why you really need to be careful about what you say online about this, because how it can really affect the health of your job, because if you don't take what you do seriously, I take this seriously. Okay, I'm having fun. Okay, I'm just sitting here yapping while I'm playing a game, but hey, I'm having fun doing it. I'm just rambling along here and hopefully give you a little bit of perspective from someone who actually raised a child, you know? And not someone who's just gonna spout shit to garner favor online from whoever. Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and sell this stuff. But some of my perceptions I had when I was raising Zero was based on my personal experience and things that he did. Yes. Did I ever prevent him from watching the things that he was interested in? No. You want to know why? Because I remember what it was like to be a kid. Okay. Did I watch him a lot more closely after that? God damn right I did. Was he aware of it? No. But I was watching what he was doing. No. Okay. Does he do things I don't approve of? Yeah. But no, here's the thing. Fuck. He's an adult. And he has to, as an, I chose to tell my kids when they were growing up, don't blame me for what you do after you turn 18. I made a decision when I said 18, because after that, you are an adult. You make your choices. You got to live with them. Okay? If you choose to have a child at 18, that's on you. It's your responsibility. Okay? That's not shame. That's just reality. If you choose to become a sex worker, okay, that's on you. Don't try to blame me for it. You made that choice. I mean, that's the thing. I never get that people think it's okay to blame the parents for the choices they made. I'm like, I never agree. Because, I've done some shit that I'm not proud of. I recognize it was my choice. I've always told my kids, be better than I am. Because I know I fail spectacularly. And I will say this, Zero is a lot better person than I am. In reality, I mean, we make jokes about stuff like that. But in my opinion, Zero is a lot better person than I am. Thank God. Stop that. I mean, I know there's some people who like me and all that stuff, which I appreciate. Thanks. If you feel that way. Don't know why. It's not that I have a very low opinion of myself. I just know I just don't want to be perceived a certain way where I'm not really that type of a person. I'm like, I keep on saying I'm not a nice guy. I'm not. Okay, I can get very vindictive if I would, and I have been. And to recognize what causes you to be vindictive. Okay, pet the dog now for no apparent reason because he got in the fucking way. Okay. Alright. Where is it? Bin's fault. Okay. Boom. Oh, that's one way to do it. Right. I guess we'll walk over here just to make sure everything has been picked up over here. Okay. Hi, big fella. Hey, Alfred. Seizure time! Hey, dog. What the fuck was that sound? Okay. But so when my son got into anime, yeah, I pay attention to what he was watching. Okay. At that time was Toonami. You're not gonna find too many objectionable things that was on Toonami. I mean, Dragon Ball Z was the prominent thing. Big E or Big O? I think it was Big O. Inuyasha. Nothing that I had a problem. Put it that way. I think that's be the best way to put it. There was nothing on Toonami that I really had a problem. Some of the stuff I just didn't get, which is understandable. You know? I didn't really expect to get everything that he was into. Because once again, we're different people, you know. And I wanted him to be his own person. You know, and hopefully a better person than I was. Oops. But too late. I'm really liking this thing. This is making this job a lot faster. Because I think I could get this whole beach cleaned up here within the next 30 minutes. The whole island. We're almost, see, we'll have this whole island cleaned up here in the next, it's at the very most 30 minutes, which is, I'm interested to see what happens after that. I mean, we have similar tastes in video games, but same token, we not 100%. There's some games I like to play that he's not particularly interested in playing. I mean, I'll sit here and play Repo all fucking day, to be honest with you. As soon as I can get my mods back. But he's not one of those people who want to constantly play the same game over and over again. Which is kind of explaining why we're going to be playing Halo tonight, because that's what he wants to play, which... Alright. Hey, come back! Dinner! Dinner, come back! Dinner, come back! Rescue receipt. Didn't know that was a thing. Yeah, okay. Oh, fine. You get jealous about every goddamn animal I rescue, apparently. There you go. Yeah, so close to finish getting all the garbage out. Uh-huh. Well, let's go sell this stuff, and I think we're gonna be finish getting the rest of this stuff. And that would be the end of the garbage on the beach. And maybe we'll get a nice little cutscene for doing. Huh? Okay. Hold on, let's do this smart. We're just gonna walk through here. Oh. Okay. There we are. Move, dog, you're gonna get vacuumed. Which may actually help you with your mange. Okay. Oh. What do? Get away! Alright. You're getting close to us. Peewee. Zing! Zowie! I felt compelled to do that. I don't know why. So, yeah, I was thinking about for watch along for next month is I was thinking either do like the first 3 episodes of Toradora. Is that it? Did we get it all? I think we got it all. Let's go. I think we got it all. I'm pretty sure we got it all. Let's go sell this and see what happens. On a bird, okay. I guess that's the animation for getting the whole island played. Cool. I guess. 1 second. I'm gonna do something bad for me. I'm gonna make a second right. Just bear with me. Okay. So why do I watch anime now at my age? One, it entertains me, and I'm not really all that particular, but I just know what I like and what I don't like. I like isekai. I like rom-coms. I like anything that has a good story in it. And usually I can make a pretty good determination all that early on, to be honest with you. And I'm just walking through here to see if there's anything. Just to make sure. Just to verify. Just be on the good, just to make sure. and get Alfred a fucking epileptic seizure apparently when I go pet him. And I wonder if there's a way to get up there. That'd be interesting to figure out. But the beach is clean, it looks like. And there's another chest. Hey, how you doing, Alfred? We're gonna pet you. And dies. And roll over. It's too bad you can't feed him a fish or something. That would be interesting, but you know, like I said, this I wonder how. I really do think this would be like a good co-op game. But, you know, I said that the last time I played it. My God, it's the attack of the birds. Oh, all the flies are gone. That's interesting. I think we got it all. Now, getting that vacuum really freaking helped a lot. Because that just sped this all up really fast. Because I think we only had like a third of the island. No, about half. Half the island was done, but that took like 4 gameplays. As soon as we got that vacuum, that just sped everything up. Made it go really, really fast. That's a very green rock. And like there's more turtles here now. That's kind of... Hi, how you doing? Yeah, I think, yeah, I do think that we, for the watch along next month, we are going to do an anime. The first 3 episodes of anime. I don't know if it's going to be Toradora or a different anime. I say Toradora because I don't have a subscription to Crunchyroll or High Dive. One, they're way too expensive. And if I was going to get a single subscription to an anime service, it would be High Dive because I don't approve of Crunchyroll. I think their monopoly is way too much, and it's like they think they have a right to be particular about what anime they can license, and they think they have control over the anime market, and the Japanese kind of told them, go fuck yourself. Especially when they kind of made it known that, hey, you got a subscription to Crunchyroll? Yeah, just don't go to fucking Japan and try to use it. We make sure Japan can't use our service there. That was fucking intelligent. It's not like maybe you're not hiding anything, just saying. I have no other trees to fertilize. I got 2 fertilizer. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm old. I'm tired. Don't know why I went to sleep. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure there's more to do here, like find the keys to the chest. I think this thing is how we find it. It's like this one over here. Let me put it that way. I need to figure this one out. I think I'm missing something. Is this like around the corner or something? It's maybe like Oh, sorry. Back down. I didn't mean to exit. Oopsie doodle. Let me get the game back on. Let's put it this way. Um, come on. Thank you. If I was to say, like, have a closing thing on about anime, I think it's a good way for parents to help show their children different cultures form of entertainment. I really think that is true. I also think people within the industry itself really don't respect Japan and appreciate what they do for them to make a living. You can look at, there's numerous statements by these people that have said stuff along those lines. That they think these people who make these anime are beneath them. And I think that's not but very helpful for a parent to go, okay, this behavior you're seeing here is not what you should display when you're dealing with another culture's entertainment. You should try to understand it. If it's not for you, you just like respectfully go, thank you, I appreciate you trying to entertain me, but I am not interested. It's like I don't like Bollywood. That's what you'll never hear me talk about. It's like I don't have anything good to say about it. I don't like Bollywood. Sorry. But I won't say anything bad about it because it just doesn't entertain me at all. You know? Oh, do that again. All right. So I'll right here. Oh. Is there something in here? Yep. I'm pretty sure I got the right place. Just right there. Okay. So that is sort of like a radar thing. Oh, he found gold. I can't pet you right now. Yeah, I think that's how that works. Let's bring it up again. Right. What the? Oh, we got this. Escape by Spoon. Okay. Right. Um, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so I'm just going with it. So sure, why not? I don't know if there's a clue about how you know you got something or anything like that. There's something like that. A throwing star. Okay. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's go here and buy shit. Jesus. A throwing star. Right. Okay. Okay. Oh. Batteries are free now. Oh, cool. Alright, that's cool. Yeah, let's go to our house here. What I'm interested in trying to find is the... I think that's what I'm trying to do. But, yeah, I'm gonna start wrapping this up here. Let me just get back to the house here. Let's turn the flashlight so I don't get lost in the dark. Wish you can, like, make improvements on the house or stuff like that, you know. Like this from all the bird shit that's about to happen. Also feed the dog. We go feed the dog, sleep, go pet the parrot, and pet Alfred because Alfred's funny. But you know, I'm not gonna fucking. Yeah, go ahead and eat. I don't know where the fucking dog food comes from, by the way. I mean, I guess Instacart makes a trip to deserted islands somehow. Look at all these boats around here. Let's see if we can pet the bird. Don't know what you do for me, but hey, whatever. Nice to pet the bird. And give the bird the bird. Let's go pet Alfred. So, I mean, I was also thinking maybe trying to figure out how to watch Gate. I like Gate. If you don't know what Gate is, it is an anime. It's a military anime. I love Gate. I think this story in Gate is so interesting. And it kind of gives you an insight into Japanese military, or it gives you curious enough to learn about it. But once again, anime is just to, in my opinion, is to get you curious about certain aspects of Japanese culture, but do not depend on it to be your guide. It's the door to get you to go start looking for things, in my opinion. That's how it was for me. To think that Japanese culture is like anime, or you're kind of being stupid, to be honest with you. Ah, it's time for you to have a seizure. Ah! Do you ever leave the spot? Whatever. Whatever happened to the fucking octopus? I have never seen him again. You know? Where was that octopus? He was like over here or something, wasn't he? Hey! Mr. Octopus, are you around? Can we actually get in the water? Whoa! Whoa! Huh. Maybe it's not a good idea to go much swimming. There's probably like freaking sharks over here. There's a bunch of Larrys in that water, I guarantee you. Hey. I can't pet you. I'm gonna watch you and see what you do. Oh, there's fishes in the water. You weren't there before. That's interesting. The water keeps further and further away from the turtle. It's almost there. Are you gonna start swimming? I'm just gonna keep. He's gonna drown. You're gonna swim? I guess they didn't never really think someone's just gonna stand here and watch the turtle. He just kind of disappeared. I'm gonna wait to see if he's there. He is. Right? Just going to keep going. You can't ever start swimming. Are you just gonna get to that line and? Yep. Just fall off the edge. Okay. I was wondering. Okay. Falls off the edge of the world. All right, let's get back over here. We got this whole place cleaned up. This is like we were over here. I think the things. But yeah, okay. Give me a second here. Give me a second. Ooh! Ah! I'm old! Then you make one last cigarette for the stream. Yeah, it's for the stream, not for myself. It's just for you guys. Isn't that a lovely noise? Sounds so peaceful and relaxing, doesn't it? Okay. So if you enjoy anime, enjoy what you want to enjoy. If you enjoy VTubers, enjoy what you want to enjoy. If you're of age, do what you want to do. It's just legal and you're not hurting anybody, you're fine. Okay. Second. Here we are. And don't be too concerned about what other people think. What other people think, okay? What I mean by that is you could tell who has children, who doesn't. When you look at posts on Twitter. Okay, you can kind of tell who has children, who doesn't. Okay, the people who have children are going after off-Kai. for their irresponsible behavior. I'm not going after VTubers, or of the they're not going after Vtubers, okay? They're going after how Fansly is being displayed on the floor. That's what their objection is. Okay, you got a lot of people trying to turn this into a moral objection to sex workers. Those people don't have kids. They don't. They just had this little crusade. They don't like sex workers or e-thoughts or wherever they want to, how way they want to put these insults to these people who do this. You do Fansly, OnlyFans, and so on. Then you got the people who do OnlyFans and Fansly, and you can tell none of them have children because they sit there and say, hey, it's the parents' responsibility. No, it's just not the parents. You have responsibility too to keep minors away from your adult content. And if you find that the platform you use, whether it be Fansly, OnlyFans, whatever site, is lacking or doing things that put minors in jeopardy of being exposed to adult content, you need to speak out against that. They're not going to take money from you. If you're making money on your platform, they're going to be more than happy to keep you there. Okay? But you got to take the stance of, okay, I went to your site because I thought you would protect minors from experiencing this content. That's the reason why I went to your site. Now you do something to legitimately put minors in proximity of adult content without any real safeguards than other than volunteers checking ID with smart ass 13-year-olds who are going to wait to see if they can sneak in. Guarantee you some 13-year-olds going to sneak in. Guarantee it. There's always a few. There's always a few. But, you know. And it's just like anything else. That type of behavior affects not just VTubers, but anime culture also. Because it warps the perception of parents of how these things are perceived. Because I hate to tell VTubers, your model's based on anime art design. I know I'm not telling you anything new, but the ramifications of that as a parent who just realized what Fansly is, because don't assume that everybody knows what Fansly is or OnlyFans or whatever is. If they're working one job that requires them to work 14-hour days, or two jobs that have them working 60 to 80 hours a week to provide for their family and their children. That's the big idea thinking there. Where that's the picture you gotta look at. You got a single parent providing for 4 kids. How many jobs are they holding down? How many hours a week are they working? So they can provide food, keep a roof over their head, keep the lights on, all that shit for the kids, plus pay the doctor bills, plus pay for the school supplies, all that stuff. I don't think people understand that. I think people are being overly protective of their cause. You do have a responsibility. Not just the parents. Parents, if you have a parent doing a job, which is to provide for their child and try to keep them safe, and they're working extremely long hours, do not make their job harder by saying shit. saying it's not my responsibility to protect my content from minors. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because that means you're being a responsible adult. When you find the company that you are working under doing things that are, quite frankly, going to put your livelihood in jeopardy, you need to take a stand and say, this is not acceptable. Because you're going to hurt my money. That's bird to brass tacks. That's kind of you got attitude you're going to have to take. Would I recommend VTubers boycotting Off Guy? That's a personal choice. I will never go to Off Guy because I will IRL. I will never go to Off Guy IRL. Because, not because of this fantasy stuff, it's because I don't want to get sick. I'm not going to go to any fucking conventions IRL. I won't go to I'll never be invited to TwitchCon because guess what? I don't stream on Twitch. Okay? Or what's the YouTube one? I'll never go to the YouTube one because my health. Bottom line. It's my health. And I don't want to be exposed to the convention crud. Okay, notifications. Let me see. So, let's be honest, okay? I would freely admit, when I saw things that were influenced my son, I got perceptions and I tried to keep my son away from those things. Okay. Anime wasn't one of them. Right? Certain type of music, certain type of movies, certain type of comics, that kind of stuff. I try to do my best as a parent working 14-hour days away from that. I did have help. Really admit that. But I did I did the best I can. And that's all parents do. It's the best they can with the resources they have available to them. Those resources are never 100% working. At most you can hope for is 70. You're not sad. Because now you get things like age verification on Discord. You're going to get YouTube wants to introduce age verification. Twitch wants to introduce age verification. All that stuff. But, you know, I have no problems with Vtubers or sexualized models. Okay, I know that's part of VTubing. I know. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and damn you, no, hell and fire, brimstone, blah 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 blah. It's not that. Okay, I think it's being used way too much. Yes, because it's not. Oh, think of the children. I'm sitting here. Think of yourself. You're talented. Why are you degrading yourself to this lowest aspect to get viewers? You don't think you're talented enough to retain viewers? That you have to sit here and show a whole bunch of skin? I mean, honestly, that's my way I look at it. And I disagree that it's the whole idea that is part of VTuber culture to do this kind of have sexualized models. It's a prominent female thing. You don't, let's face facts, I don't think anybody gives a flying fuck if a male VTuber has a sexualized model. Like, I'm kind of looking at, you only could basically show like abs, stuff like that on a male VTuber. Because as soon as they go down to underwear, they're terminated. Okay? I mean, even like VTubers, male VTubers in swimsuits, it's like baggy swimsuits. It's like you don't see them in Speedos, put it that way. Do you? So, it's the female, it's the girls. That's going to get the most attention for doing it. It's not going to be the guys. Hate to tell you. Is it fair? No. But is it true? Is it the truth? Yeah. Okay. And that's not to say that all female VTubers do it. I mean, Ina doesn't do it. Not even fucking close. You know? Not even close. You know? See that model of right there in that thumbnail? It's about 3 years old. Okay? Like Kiara. And she's probably the most yabe of all of men. And she doesn't have hypersexualized models. Okay. Face Connect is that way. Mousy is that way. None of her models are hypersexualized or anything like that. I mean, Fifi. Silvervale. Now, Silvervale, yes, she is a YouTuber. She's gone in that direction. Cinder, I wouldn't say is hypersexualized as much as she tries to be sexy. Sometimes she goes across that line sometimes, but it is what it is. And but fan art, you know, can't do nothing about fan art. And there's some fan art I've seen, I'm like going, I don't really need to see this. No, okay. I mean, it's video games, all that. Parents are going to be mindful of this stuff now and just party. And there are people who have promoted this type of behavior of being like inner male. There are a lot of men have promoted this type of behavior. Male content creators. I'm not talking about male fans. Let me make that perfectly clear. Male fans are going to be male fans. What are you going to do? But there's been a lot of male content creators that promoted the lewd, being lewd. Okay. And they have a responsibility to their audience, especially because you can go to YouTube Studios, and I'll show you here. I think I've shown this before, but I'm going to show you again. Bright white. All right. Oh, 230 subs. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. The community versus analytics. I think it's analytics. Audience. You can go into your audience tab here. Go to audience tab, and you can see the age of your viewership. Like right now, I don't have anybody who's 13 to 17-year-olds watching my channel. I don't. I got mostly 25 to 35 year. Well, 25 to 34. And 18 to 24. Basically adults that watch my channel. Okay. I did Succubus Month. Okay, Succubus Month was basically, you know, a lot of them some can you say were lewd if you choose to go that route. But it's one of those things where I take what I say on here very serious, responsible. That's why I say I am not for 13 to 17 year olds. Because the things I say on here, I swear a lot, I make some inappropriate jokes, all that. And I wouldn't recommend my channel to be for 13-year-olds, 13 to 17-year-olds, for minors, basically. And that's the reason why all my videos are, is it safe for kids? No. But I'm not explicit. That's the difference. Okay. I'm pretty sure majority of Vtubers do that. That they say that their content is not for 13 or 17-year-olds. It's not safe for children, and children should be watching. Minors should not be watching. Okay. And to act like Vtubers are just saying, hey, you're 12-year-olds, you can watch us. That's not fair. That's not fair. All right. I'm pretty sure the majority of Vtubers do things to prevent their content from being seen by minors. Platforms, on the other hand, that can be brought into question. Right? But all in all, as a parent, I have a lot of problems with Offkai. Even though my children are grown, I would have, if they weren't, they would be fucking going to Offkai, I can tell you that much. I wouldn't recommend any parent to let their children to go to Offkai because they don't take their safety seriously. Granted, I also don't think any parent should let any of their children to go to any convention by themselves. I think that's a big fucking mistake. All right, because you're trusting that people are not going to harm your child. All right. You should be present. You should be there. And you see something objectionable and you say, I want to speak to someone who allowed this to happen. Have this adult content right there in front of my child. I want to talk to someone now. Especially if there's laws in place you're supposed to prevent that. Okay. But anyway, so tonight, me and Zero are going to be playing Halo. I don't know for how long. I don't know if we're going to play Halo the whole time, but hey, we're going to be playing Halo. And probably shooting each other like we always do. And then tomorrow we'll be doing VTuber highlights, and I will let you know tonight who's that going to be. It's still Face Connect month, and I will let you know then. Also, I appreciate you being here. This was just a simple, chill, yapping stream. We talked about anime, we talked about Offkai and all that stuff, and it was just a relaxed stream. No high drama or anything like that. I don't consider stuff I talked about drama. But thank you for being here. If you wouldn't mind, leave a like or dislike, either one, and leave a comment, because all of that helps me in the YouTube algorithm. While you're doing that, please go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell. It's free. It won't hurt you. It won't bite you. So go ahead and do it. I'm getting a little pushy with it, ain't I? And until tonight for Halo with Zero, just be good to each other and yourselves. And I'll see you tonight for Halo. And until then, bye.